I'm WG, and there's a lot of rumors going around that Yuki is hot garbage, that she's trash, that pulling off is bricking your account, and then there's also the Pride Win tier list. But I kind of wanted to use this video to, prove that wrong, as well as reassure those of you that actually summoned for her. So what we have here is Pride Win's new Chaos Manifestation tier list. So they now decided to also make one for Chaos Manifestation, and they ranked Yuki in tier 2, in the bottom of the barrel trash tier, and I just think that is big rage bait. So I'll be showing you clips from difficulty 10, Zero System runs with base save data value being 12 in Nightmare mode, so 13, and we'll be talking about gear and my thoughts in regards to Yuki after the clips. Yeah, sure. You can try it with Yuki. Just keep in mind you do want a decent investment amount on your Yuki. Alright, what are we doing here? So we do Freezing Blade. And we get ourselves the Prepare to Subdue Inspiration to trigger the effect. Nice. Oh, damage. Damage. Turn 1. Turn 1. Sweet stuff. Alright. What are we doing here now? Probably snack time to get rid of the curse. Let's see if we can do something silly here. Okay. What kind of cards do we still have in the draw pile? No. Oh, we do have one Flash Slash still. So we probably go for said Flash Slash. Then we boost our attack damage amount. And then let's make the order clear. So we boost our Flash Slash right here. Then we get the morale boost. Then we do the Trickery Strike. Okay. And now before we do the final attack, our Iyatsu is at 168. Flash Slash is ready. And this is without crits. Now if she could crit. There you go. Bye bye. Was that a turn 2 boss clear? I think so. Prepare to subdue or another iceberg cleave for our deck? Good question. Everyone's partner you can basically run from the very beginning and have the most amount of fun with. Alright. Initiation. Vulnerability. Big damage. Good stuff. 6,600 damage, 1 turn. Yuki only has few attack cards. Won't she be running out of attacks if you delete the basics? That's the reason why on Yuki you copy like a Flash Slash or like an Ice Cleave. So that you just don't run out of those targets. Oh, this one is gonna hit hard. This one is going to hit hard. 13,867 damage. Ah! Whew! Ah, that's satisfying. Why are we using Ray for Yuki? Because Yuki has mainly one-cost cards. Like, most of the time you can pretty much get something along the lines of one-cost cards. And then this buff here is just quite huge. We can also here now boost cards even for less than one cost. Let's see if we can pull ourselves a Yuki card here. Ooh, okay, so we get ourselves the morale boost. Trigger the epiphany, maybe the vulnerability one. No, okay, let's just go with the morale one, not that important. Draw ourselves more cards, draw ourselves even more cards. And, yeah, I mean, 2,400 damage, you know, I've seen worse. Have you tried Nia Yuki? Yeah, I tried Nia Yuki. I just didn't see too much of a return with it, and the main reason for that is probably due to me playing it in the seasonal chaos, right? Oh, yeah, give me the damage buff, make it happen, alright? And then we probably exhaust the fucking atomic disc decomposition shit. We don't need that one anyway. My guy is getting cooked! And we aren't even playing a weak planet, we're playing difficulty 10! We are playing difficulty 10! I don't know. I mainly ran Mika because I thought it was gonna be safe. But now looking at the return here, I don't think we need Mika at all. Nope, our Yuki is still E1. Alright, so let's talk Yuki. How were these things possible? What did I do? And let's start with the most obvious one, and that is the zero system buffs are important. The real reason why Yuki feels so weak, or why maybe some people falsely thought she was weak, is that everybody was mainly running her in the seasonal chaos, and the seasonal chaos itself is just missing crucial upgrades that just make Yuki's life that much easier. Like, for example, how you have multiple of these flat attack upgrades. You have the defense upgrades, meaning you also, whoever you put on her team heals more. You have the max health upgrades. You have the discounts. Very important is the 5-shop refresh, and the reason why the 5-shop refresh is so important is because Yuki is one of those characters that really benefit from having good neutral cards in your supporting cast. Like, for example, Rally. Rally can draw into a Yuki card, triggering its inspiration. Attack can deck search for a specific Yuki card, like the Ice Cleaver, like the Flash Slash. Then, obviously, also other neutral cards that go really well on her. Let's see if we can find them real quick. Obviously, any of the forbidden cards, right? But Belligrins, you can really create a bunch of scenarios where you can use the Belligrins to just draw you 2 more cards, drawing into even more Yuki cards, or buff cards, or standard cards in general. And then let's not forget about Gear Bag and Reorganize. Like, you don't just have to run a draw support with Yuki just because, right? Like, you can just run, for example, Ray and Mika, and then just get the draw from the outside in. And then obviously what you've seen here is a E1 Yuki. You can do whatever you saw here with an E0 Yuki. You're just going to deal slightly less damage on the Iceberg Cleave, but the main highlights were definitely the Flash Slashes. And then now just for... So now obviously what kind of memory fragments were we running? We were running a 2-piece, so 12% attack, 25% crit damage. and we have a order damage bonus as well as plus 41% crit chance, and then plus 8% crit damage with 25% of that coming, the other 25% coming from the set effect, and a base attack value of 485 plus 411. It is important to be noted about Yuki that Yuki, with her being an AoE character, she definitely heavily benefits from you bringing her to level 60, and that is just because her base stats then go higher. So with her getting those increased base stats, she can also deal more damage. Something that can be mentioned on the side as well is if you want your hyper carry to deal more damage, you can work on a character's affinity to push their character's attack higher. And then we also have our potential, where we have plus 8% on the crit chance, plus 16% on the unique card damage, and then our 20% on the basic card damage, with the unique stat upgrade giving us the extra damage on our cards. So, and then also I've played around with Westmacott, I've played around with Lillian, and I've played around with Scarlet, and in all scenarios you can basically make all of them work. It's just that Scarlet is probably a slightly more damage in certain scenarios, though with Westmacott you get the ability to just trigger the inspiration effect of whatever card you like by moving it onto the deck and then drawing it out again, because it always draws the card that you put away. But what you can also do is put away a different card of a different character and then just draw a Yuki card in general. So you don't always have to put a Yuki card back into the pile, you can also just then use more Yuki cards that way. So that is the, yeah, I guess you could say investment that we had on Yuki. E2, right, would make it even smoother, even easier to trigger the inspiration, but honestly, I don't truly think it's that necessary. And obviously, if you go for E4 and E6, you're still going to get an even greater increase in damage. So that is the Yuki build itself. That is like the main reason I think she might have been underperforming for people, and that is because the zero buffs are what everybody bases their ideas of certain characters doing chaos runs on. The extra stats, the availability of the neutral cards, and all that stuff that just makes every other character play better. So my general conclusion for now for the season, with us getting the zero buffs onto there, is Yuki is going to be that much more viable there now with the zero buffs added. And it's also something that buffs every single character. Only like the true super powerful characters or even type effective characters perform really well in the seasonal chaos, but they can perform even better if you introduce the seasonal, like the zero buffs. So I hope you were able to take something away from this Yuki showcase. I obviously make like a dedicated build guide with a bit more in-depth stuff and which cards to go for, but I hope at least you were a little bit alleviated on your concerns with Yuki being trash, because trust me, she's a ton of fun.